Whoa, man, a video. Oh, yeah, this is my stuff. Oops, who cares? I was planning on making a video like this for a while, actually. Just a vlogish sort of video, and it's like, hey, I'll just record some Zelda Classic while I'm here. And so I'm just doing it now, and I notice that the lighting is really crappy. Let me turn this light on, see if it makes it any worse. If it turns on, is it unplugged? I think it might be. Dang it. Stupid light. You made me look bad. Not gonna lie, I moved the computer so I could record it, to be honest. So hopefully it's not horrible, you know? Maybe if I do this. Kind of. That makes it hard for me to see, though. Yeah. Yeah, oh, jeez. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I do that, actually. Hold on now, hold on. Because I was messing with this scripting stuff, earlier, and I don't think it really worked. So I'm not sure. Because, like, I tried to do this, and I don't think it really worked. Well, we'll see, I suppose. Because, like, I tried, and, you know, because this was originally the only block trigger. Because it's not just a regular push block trigger. Well, I have a trigger set there, but there doesn't need to be one, because I'm using scripts for these. So there's the ice block script, and the ice block trigger. That you can't see here, but if I right click, go to edit FC, you can see there it is right there. Wow. Boy, yeah. Oops, what did I hit there? There's the Y button to do the thing. Yeah, I don't need don't need two of these. To be honest, you know what? I could probably get away with just the two. And hopefully it doesn't, like, screw me over. With these two, yeah. And then you have the two blocks. And they have the ice block one. But then I probably need to fix these trigger ones. Yes, I do. Oh, jeez. You know, I was thinking originally when I was thinking about doing this like a week ago. About a week ago. Shut up. But when I was originally gonna try and do this. Oops. When I was originally gonna try and do this, it was gonna be all like, I was just gonna talk about stuff, like events happening in my life, except those have kind of died down, so it is boring at this point in time, because those events have passed, you know, so it's like, what is there to talk about now? So, yeah, well, I mean, there's still stuff to talk about, it's just, should I still talk about it? Pretty much. I don't know, because I think most of it was school work and stuff like that, so yeah, but that stuff's not applicable at the moment, because it's done. So, yeah, I don't know. So I could just work on this Zelda Classic, though, and you're probably tired of Zelda Classic, but hey, I don't know, oops, I used the wrong flag. You want no push blocks for the ice blocks, because that can stop the ice blocks from moving, instead of just using a solid combo, which none of these are. Yeah, alright. That'll work. Oh, yeah, I'm working on the ice area. Whoa, man, who would have guessed? Oops. Jeez. This is not going to be as fun as I thought it was. If that makes, like, any sense. But yeah, I'll give you guys an inside look at my first quest. That'll probably be uploaded, even though I worked on Revolution more than this one. As of right now, at least, I have this. Oops, you saw a secret. Ooh, who cares? Secret way to do the quest swordless. Oh, jeez. But yeah, as of now, I have this quest named Ground Alpha, and I know that's a stupid name, but that's only because it is. But so you have the mountain area, and you have the forest area, and then you have the desert area, the desert dungeon. I really like this dungeon. This is like the first one where I got to decide, hey, I'm going to do this stuff. It's going to be great. And I've also formatted it in a way so that you need each item, so you can only do it in a certain order. You can't, and that might kind of suck, because some people might want to do it like, I want to do it this way and this way. But I was like, oops. Yeah, I don't know. I'll show you guys another video of this later on, I suppose. Whoa. I'm gonna guess this is the final no, this is the cave. And then I have this quest formatted in the way where you didn't really see it. But so you start in the main little like hub area, and there are warps to take you to outside areas, like the outside mountain and the outside forest. This is the outside mountain, for example. And then there are warps between each of them. And then from the outside area, you can end up going to the dungeon of the area. Like this is the warp, the side warp to get from the outside forest dungeon to the outside forest area to, did I skip it? To the forest dungeon, which as of right now isn't as great as it could be. It's completable, but it's not really done because you can just grab the key and go down here, fight the boss, get the item, and go fight the guy. Heck, I don't even have a boss. But yeah, some areas are a lot more developed than others, which kind of sucks a little bit. But yeah. But where is the picture at? There it is, jeez. Okay, so we have the forest, and then we have the desert. Oh yeah, the desert. I like the desert, the dungeon at least, because you go a lot of different places. Even though it's vast, and you're just walking, there's a lot of places where you can bomb and get into, like, the cave D-map, which might be stereotypical, I don't know. Yeah, I need to change this palette back, actually. It doesn't change at all. But yeah, so I have this little D-map for caves. And then I have this one. I forgot what this one was. I'll figure that out later. And then you have the little vault area, to be honest. Because I made this quest before Fallout 4 came out, actually. And I looked back at it. And you start in an area that's kind of like the vault from Fallout. And it makes more sense, actually, because after leaving the little vault area, if you choose to do so, there's an overworld, which leads to the mini-overworlds. Like, there's all this stuff, and I have it all segmented. So some parts you can only get to after you have certain items. This area is my favorite, because you go into here with this little puzzle, and you get Din's Fire, and when you get Din's Fire, you use it, and that happens. Like, you step on the tile, the blocks go up, you use Din's Fire, they go down, wow, and then you can go into the stairs. And let me see if I can find where it spits you out. That's not where it spits you out at all. Is it this D-map? Hold on, though. Yeah, I suppose it is. And then this part I like, to be honest, so I'm going to explain it. You go into here, and then, oh, I guess I have the layer thing? No, I guess I never did have a layer thing. And then you fight a sort of super boss. It's not really a super boss, though. It's a souped-up Wizrobe. And then like, my idea was after you beat it, it like dies and you steal its cloak, and that ends up being the blue ring. So yes, it's great. And then here, originally I had this D-map as an interior D-map, or a dungeon. So I was only going to use, like, the 8x8 or 16x16 for dungeon. So I put these screens here to say, hey, don't accidentally go into here without it being layers, because sometimes I do that, and it upsets me. But yeah, I have it, that on this overworld as well, that there's a one area where you can get from the overworld to one of the areas, like this would lead to the desert, and that'd lead to the forest, that'd lead to the mountain, this would lead to the fire mountain, and then this area up here, not so much, because you're still in the overworld, but it's its own section, so you have to warp here from the vault area. Originally that was over here, but then I had to change everything because the D-map stuff. But then some things, like the ice area, this is the ice dungeon, like the ice area, I put it so that I thought of this during school, actually. What if I had it so the ice area was connected to the mountain? Because there's a fire mountain right next to this mountain, so it'd be like, there'd be ice at the top. And it'd be kind of like Hellfire Peaks. And that's kind of what it is. Now that I think about it, where's that? It's over here, okay. Yeah. And then I'm still kind of developing some of these areas, either the map or just getting the music. I got the music for the ice areas recently. Actually, I chose Snow Peak Mountain and the Crystal Palace for the dungeon. And the Snow Peak Mountain, in MIDI form, at least, even though it's a good song, it kind of is horrible as MIDI. Like, I'll let you listen to it here, actually. Let me find it here. No, it's down here, okay. Yeah, like, I'll just listen to it here. It's good, but it's just kind of, like, weird. Like, it's just the same, like, note in the background. And when, like, the guitar part stops, that's all you hear. And that's fine. It's a little quiet, so you have to turn up the music in the audio part. But if you, like, here, if you look at it in the music editor for the ZQuest, like, it stops. It's the same position. It doesn't advance when it's the one note. Like, it's stuck at 8 here, because that's what it is. And then it'll just jump to a later point. Like, it went from 8 to 17 there. And that made it really annoying to edit to loop correctly. And some of these songs, I don't think I've even looped correctly. So, yeah, these are my songs so far. Oops. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad because I own all the games where the music is from, so I feel like it's not as much pirating, I guess. I don't know. It's not the straight-up song, it's a decompressed version of it, if that helps my case at all. But yeah, maybe I'll do a preview for the quest before it goes up. But yeah, that's the song you hear for this stupid little area. If you noticed, there actually, it's like, wow, man, I saw a lot of, like, Final Fantasy music in there, and you're right. There is a lot of Final Fantasy music. Most of it's from ZQuest, but let's be honest, that song, that game has amazing songs, so it was at least decent music, right, you know? Oh, this, I felt really clever when I thought of this. Actually, I thought of this during school as well. We just had a period where I finished all the work and we did nothing, and I'll have to tell you about it next time, I suppose. Oops, time limits, darn. Alright, sorry. Dang it.